Hey guys, Jeff here at Zip Hearing, and in this video I want to talk about what I think are now and are gonna be the best hearing aids of 2020. But first, do me a favor and hit that like button and I'll keep the videos coming. Now, before I get into the hearing aids, a couple quick disclaimers. First, technically speaking, there is no best hearing aid. It all depends on your individual needs, and what's best for one person may not be the best for another. So while there isn't a best hearing aid, there are, the most popular hearing aids, the hearing aids that seem to fit more people's requirements than others, the most fully featured hearing aids, the hearing aids with the lowest return rates. And so that's really how I'm gonna define best in this video. The second disclaimer is please don't decide which hearing aids to buy just based on this video. I'm just some wildly charismatic guy on YouTube, but there's a lot more to consider, and it's much more important to find the best hearing provider rather than what people subjectively think is the best hearing aid. If you found an amazing provider and they're recommending a hearing aid that you don't see mentioned in this video, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't buy that hearing aid. If I was in the market for hearing aids, I would sooner work with a really good hearing provider with a product that's not on this video versus a #1 rated hearing aid and just a so-so hearing provider. All right, disclaimer's done. Now let me tell you how we chose these top hearing aids. We looked at two criteria. First, what do the hearing providers that we work with nationwide consider to be the best? And second, what do our team members here at Zip Hearing feel is the best? So first, we surveyed 77 hearing care providers nationwide and asked them what they thought was the best. Now, we could have surveyed hundreds, but we chose this 77 because of their ability to successfully fit 2 or more hearing aid brands on a routine basis. And we did that so that way we would know that respondents were knowledgeable on various products and up to speed on the latest technology and not just like blindly loyal to any particular brand. So it's not a huge sample size, but the quality of the respondents is high. Now, we asked our providers two simple questions. What is the best RIC style hearing aid and what is the best in the ear style hearing aid? If you're not familiar with hearing aid styles, watch the video in the corner. I think it's there. I don't know, maybe there. But in short, the RIC style is by far the most popular style. It sits behind the ear, and the in the ear style is what you'd get if you wanted something like 100% invisible inside the ear. So here's how our providers responded. For the best RIC hearing aid, tied for first place, splitting 50% of the overall vote, Phonak Marvel and Oticon OPN-S. For the best in-the-ear hearing aid, the clear winner, 34% of respondents said Starkey Picasso, with 21% of respondents putting Phonak Virto B Titanium in second place. So that was how our providers felt. Now here's how we'd rank them. For the RIC style, I was actually hoping that our providers would choose one of those two hearing aids strongly over the other so that it would push me over the edge one way or the other, but they didn't. And I have to agree, I put Phonak Marvel and Oticon OPN-S at a tie for first place. Phonak Marvel has been our best-selling hearing aid ever, probably Phonak's too. You can learn a lot more about Marvel by watching the video I'll link above. But in short, it's Bluetooth compatible with all phones. It was the first hearing aid that ever was. It's rechargeable, has great TV streaming sound quality. You can talk on the phone hands-free and much more. Now, Oticon OPN-S doesn't have all of those features. The biggest difference being OPN-S is made for iPhone, so it won't directly connect to Android or other phones. But the reason I have to put OPN-S up in the tie for first place is there is no hearing aid where I'm more confident that if a customer buys it, they're not going to return it. People just like the sound quality, particularly in background noise, which for most people is the hardest environment to hear in. This seems to be something that Oticon really excels at. They also work very reliably. In my opinion, the most reliably. We have very few issues with Oticon hearing aids. So both are excellent choices. I think if you have an Android phone or any non-iPhone and you want Bluetooth features, you should get Marvel. If you do have an iPhone, both are great options. I would just get the one that your hearing provider is more comfortable with. The more familiar they are with the product, the better you're gonna do. Now for the best in-the-ear models, again, our providers chose Starkey Picasso as the #1 in-the-ear model with 34% of the vote, and Phonak Virto B Titanium in second place with 21% of the vote. Here's how we'd rank them. So we definitely agree with #1. Starkey has always built the best custom hearing aids, especially invisible hearing aids. They were the pioneers of this style. You can see just how discreetly a Starkey Picasso fits inside the ear, so that's an easy choice. But for second place, according to the provider survey, in second place was the Virto B Titanium, which is a cool, strong hearing aid, but I'm gonna put Signia Silk in the number 2 spot. You can watch the video above to learn more about Silk, but I put it in the number 2 spot because my feeling is that if more providers simply knew about it, it probably would have ranked higher on our survey. This hearing aid has had some obstacles to overcome with hearing providers because there had been similar like non-custom off-the-shelf products like it in years past, but not nearly as featured as the Signia Silk is. So I think some hearing providers just kind of look at it and assume that it's like the earlier off-the-shelf hearing aids, but it's not. It checks a lot of boxes for people that want in-the-ear hearing aids. It's very discreet. You can control it with like a phone, any phone, as long as you have a smartphone that you can use apps on. It's comfortable and it can be fit the same day as your hearing consultation. So you don't have to make custom molds and wait weeks for it to be built like you do with a lot of other in-ear hearing aids. So I think that basically covers it. There's definitely gonna be some cool new stuff that comes out this year. I don't know if it's gonna knock any of these hearing aids out of their top spots, but if it does, I'll make a video and put it in the description. If you want to try any of these hearing aids locally at a competitive price, just click the link above and we'll be in touch with you shortly. And if you like this video, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you're alerted when there's a new video, and I'll see you on the next one.